here we are again. We ready? Hello everybody, welcome to this lovely sunny day in northern England, in Northumberland. It's about 27 degrees centigrade, which for us is baking. But I got up early this morning, went to the car boot to see what I could find so Miss Paint-A-Lot could do some more journaling. I mean, we were bursting at the seams, so really I've got to stop going, but we'll see what I've got. Out of breath, it's that warm. First off, I found a stall that had some crafting bits and pieces. I'll show you what I got there. I've got nice little stamp there, heart-shaped stamp. It's not mounted on anything. It's got the pattern on the back of what it looked like when it's stamped out. Got sort of a sticky back so you can put it on one of your acrylic blocks. That measures, just for the sake of completeness, about 4 inches by 4 3/4. So that's a nice little stamp there, and that was 50p, 50 pence. On the same stall I also got this stamp, which is mounted to a block. You can see there, and it has been used, but it's also a very nice stamp, and that was also 50p. I also got some Copydex glue. It's apparently made by Pritt. I don't think we've ever used it before, but again at 50p, I'm going to give it a go. So you see the original price there, $3.99. Apparently it's good for craft, fabric, carpets and DIY, and many more uses around the home, acid free. That was another 50p purchase. On the same one as again, they had some metallic gilding flakes. They're in
I watched the video yesterday.
I was just
I'll have a use for them.
I was just going to say that. I don't know whether you heard Miss Paint-A-Lot, because if you watched the video yesterday of making some tags for the boho, she did quite a bit of gold leafing, foiling, so you'd certainly have a use for them. Again, that was 50p, which seemed like a bargain to me. And they're a really shiny gold. But with all these flakes, they're very light, so don't sneeze or they'll all disappear. I also got a bag of beads. I'm not sure you can see them, but they're sort of bejeweled, which are really the sort of perfect colours for boho journals. You can see them, they've got like little diamantes in them. So they're all nice and sparkly. And that was another 50p bag. So the costs are mounting up. And another one I found on that, which was the last thing I got on that stall, was a bag of cards and envelopes. They're, I guess, 4 inches by 4 inches card size, I would think. Let's find the 0 ones on there. There we go. 5 by 5. How many is there? 20 maybe, and the corresponding cardstock pre-scored for folding. So again, that was another 50p's worth. So seemed like a bargain. So that's all the 50p lots.
The cards make good journal covers, you know, little journals to put in your journal.
Yes, I don't know whether again, Fiona was just saying that the small cards make lovely journal covers, notebook covers, fold it over, decorate it, and then put some coffee stained paper in between and sew or glue the pages in. Makes for a nice little notebook journal for with inside other journals. See what else we got. We had a good time on the fabric front. This is actually, I guess, a scarf, which is I would say over 2 meters long, about 8 inches wide, but you can see
That's so beautiful.
the lovely sort of paisley teardropped shapes on the end with the lacy cutouts.
That lace is coming straight off.
Fiona says she's going to cut the lace straight off, but I can see that along the bottom of a journal page or a journal cover, that's just perfect. So there was that one. I should put that somewhere where you can just see it to remind you on. I also got this one, which is sort of a cream affair. Again, lacy side to it. I guess they like, I don't know, like honesty, I suppose is what they look like to me. And then a lovely sort of lacy rose pattern in the middle. Again, you could stencil through that. You could spray paint through it. But I guess she's certainly going to be cutting that trim off along the edge. So that's 2. Then we've got this sort of a nice blue one, which is it's quite sparkly. I don't know if you can pick up on that, but that's perfect for laying on pages and scrunching together. So that's 3. And we've got this one, which is again a very sparkly one. I don't know whether you can pick up that, yeah. Used for journal covers, or you could strip it down into the like individual lengths of sparkliness. So that's 4, and the last one is more of a material. Let me see if I can pick up the pattern on that. It's not picking it up quite so well, but it has got a slight pattern to it, slight paisley pattern. There you can just see it coming through there. The light's not so good in here today, but yeah, it's got, there we go, that's the paisley pattern that's all along it. Again, that's probably 2 meters, but that's about 2 feet wide as well, so it's got all the material there. And for those 5 altogether, was £1. I paid 20p each. I paid for those.
Regina will take the white one and the last one.
So that was £1 worth there, so that was quite good. Next, I also got this, which is also very colourful. And the little label says an original hand-painted silk by Kathy Scrivens.
This is beautiful.
And caring for hand-painted silks, and it just is very nice. And it's actually 100% silk that's been hand painted. And again, it's over 1 meter long, probably about 12 inches wide, I would think. And it is absolutely beautiful.
It's really gorgeous, that. Does that not just say pockets to you?
That says pockets, it says everything. It's very, very light because it's silk.
It's gorgeous.
But it's been hand painted. And again, for that amount of silk, to pay £1, you just can't say no, can you? Well, I didn't. I said, come home with me. And I haven't used that line for many a year.
Good job.
Good job, she says. What else have we got? We got a nice shiny little box. Wood. It's about 1.5 inches deep, I would guess. It's just a very light wood. Lid comes off, and then inside we have some Rialto bast, which according to the label says, let me take my glasses off, I'm going to read that, artificial raffia. You can see that, but it's, Fiona has a thing about raffia even. That says that's marine, 10 grams, and there's a blue, yellowy goldy colour, bright green, a nice purple, and citrusy colour. So all those came in that nice wooden box, and I pushed the boat out on that one because I spent £3 on that one.
Yeah, but worth it to me.
But worth it, Fiona says to her. I mean, the little box is very nice. I mean, that could be easily decorated, decoupaged up, and turned into something even more beautiful.
Well, Pat Fleet and myself, we've got a bit of a plan for a box coming up.
Fiona says she and Pat Fleet have got something coming up involving a box.
Yep.
So keep your eyes open for that one. What have we got then? Bear with me while I sort out what I've got, because it's easy to forget. Right, this one I found on a different stall again. Don't need to zoom in, I think you can just about make that out, I think. It's Laura Ashley 8x8 designer velvet paper pack. 24 sheet value pack, 2 sheets of 12 designs, 6 designs with velvet effect.
Better explain the Laura Ashley phenomenon in the 80s.
Yeah. Anybody in the UK that would know that Laura Ashley in the 80s was the go-to place, really, for fabrics and dresses.
Top end though.
But top end, very expensive. There's some papers. There's one, as you can see, a lovely little design, 8x8, perfect size for pages, pockets, tucks, tags. But what you can't see on this one is it's actually flock. Sort of got a velvet effect, but it's flocked. So it's got a lovely soft feel to it with some texture. And as you can see, there's different designs going through. All of them eminently usable. I would hate to think what that actually cost in Laura Ashley back in the day. But
it would make a manly journal, wouldn't it?
It would make a very manly journal. She keeps mentioning manly journals.
I know, I might make one day.
So we've got that.
Yeah, Regina says she'll take that too.
Yeah. Now that I actually paid £3 for, which is very expensive for me, but it didn't come alone. It came with a friend. It came with that. Turn that light down a little. It's a designer embellishment tin. Over 120 designer chipboards, 20 metres of fibres, and over 300 premium glass beads in a luxury storage tin. I'm not sure what's luxury about a storage tin, but let's open that up. I don't think it's ever been opened before. And there we go, it's a nice little tin.
You could go on your holidays with that.
And it's got lots of chipboard embellishments, which I guess is like a thick cardboardy type stuff. Again, there's similar patterns to the there's one there, little tag ready with a punched out hole already, ready for put in somewhere. So what did it say? 130 of those. There's packs of beads, little round beads, stone chips, citrusy green ones, black ones, some bugle beads, some little round ones, some genuine stone beads, and some little rock crystal type beads as well, and a big bundle of fibres of various types, and a load of little letters for obviously sticking onto things. So that's a very nice little package. Again, I would imagine that that was not inexpensive back in the day, but that came with the papers for £3. Last of the big spenders, me.
I like those little pots, the little ones with the beads in.
Yeah, the little sort of flower-shaped pots. The actual pots are very attractive. No, mind the actual.
Good stamp, actually.
Yeah, they would make a good stamp, or a little cutter, or a little. Yeah. If you did some air dry clay or oven baked clay, would make very nice impressions in that. What else did we get? We got a set of Clear Stamp Classic, which is a load of sort of corner type. I suppose you could tiles, I guess you would call them, but perfect for the corners of journal pages. There's quite a few in there. It's got a little acrylic block for putting them on, and for that I paid £2, which I think is reasonable. What else did we get? Done that. Oh, I might need to zoom out for this one. I got this, which, excuse me, I'll just zoom it out a little.
Regina said she was afraid if she went with you to the car boot, you'd beat each other up on who gets what. And it would be like Donkey Kong.
Donkey Kong. It would be quite amusing though. It's as you can probably see there, it's a Postcard album. Judging by the font and the embossing, that's all embossed. I'm guessing it's probably sort of Art Nouveau, 1900, 1910, that sort of a period. And as it says, it's a postcard album. It's not full of postcards, but there are some. There's some images there. Look, that one says "Roses of Picardy." She's watching by the poplars. Collinette with the sea blue eyes. She is watching and longing and waiting while the long white roadway lies. And a song stirs in the silence as the wind in the boughs above. She listens and starts and trembles. It is the first little song of love.
Oh, so sweet.
And there's another one there, and a picture there, which is a bridge in Alston, which is about 8 miles away from us. Some of these may or may not. These are unused, these ones. There's another picture there of I-Force, which is a waterfall, which is again not far from us. It's probably about 20 miles away, down Weardale. It's a little dried leaf as a bonus. There's also some cards here. That one is Coronation Procession 1911. Little one there of some cats on a piano. There's one there of the Royal Wedding Cake, Huntley and Palmer's. One there of Eureka Jubilee Singers November 1958. Doesn't mean much to me, I'm afraid. And it's got their signatures on the back. There's one there. Somebody having a lovely holiday in Bonn in the Rhine. It looks very Germanic, that building, I must say. One there of some gentleman. I'm guessing Edwardian by the look of his coat. One there for the Royal Show. There's a nice little Christmassy card there, which is dated, let me read that, 2012-18. So I guess just after the end of the First World War. What else have we got in here? There's a picture of Copenhagen. There's a little postcard there. Still in best of health. Sincerely yours, Jack. And that was sent to a Miss... I can't see that. Somebody Smith. I.B. Smith, maybe. And it's a picture of the Victoria Hospital in Keighley. So the poor chap obviously wasn't feeling too well. And that might be explained by this card, which is a wheelbarrow full of flowers. Looks very French, and it is actually from Paris, and it says from Jack 1917. So I'm guessing that's why poor Jack was probably in the hospital in Keighley, because France was not a place to be in 1917. If only these things could talk, eh? What a story that would be. There's a picture of the Laxley Wheel on the Isle of Man. Never heard of it. Well, I've heard of the Isle of Man, but not Laxley Wheel. There's a postcard of Grace Darling, one of the Northumberland heroines. So that's a very nice little postcard thing with lots of things there that you could scan in, reproduce. Because we now own that, then obviously we've got the copyright. And I paid £5 for that, which is a big thing for me because it's folding money. And I think anything that folds should never be exposed to sunlight.
Like your shirts.
Like shirts, indeed. No, but like say, your sheets. I mean, sheets go in airing cupboards. There's no windows in airing cupboards for a reason. It's because things that fold when they're exposed to sunlight disappear. And if you want proof of that, that £5 disappeared as soon as I got it out of my wallet. And if you wanted further proof, because you're mocking me, when you go into a shop and they check your money, they put it under a UV machine. When do you ever see that money again? You don't. There's something to this theory, you know. Right, so moving swiftly on. I think we're down to what's under this cutting board. So we'll remove that cutting board. And here we have, let me zoom out just a tad more again. Whoop, whoop, whoop. It is a plastic box by Art Bin for 12 by 12 papers. We'll open that up. And within this is there's a set of stamps there for anniversaries. There's a big pile of cards, mainly Christmas by the looks of it, but some very nice shiny pieces. Those ones look like the die cuts. There is also some shiny card, which again I guess is probably Christmas, but once you remove it from that scenario, it can be used for anything. There's one I took out earlier, which is a pack of floral doodle papers. There is a Unky Dory, the Fifth Little Book of Christmas, which is what does it say? 144 festive pages featuring 26 wonderful Christmas scenes. So there's one of those. There is a load of Christmas images. And it won't be that long to Christmas. There's another one there, which is the little book of Stepping Into Christmas, which is 144 pages of Christmas scenes.
I know, but don't they just say journaling cards?
They do say journaling cards if you're making a Christmas journal. I mean, they're just the perfect size. I mean, they're plain on the back, ready for writing upon. You could coffee stain them if you wanted. There is a book of tropical papers, 48 sheets.
Maybe not so much Christmas.
Maybe not so much Christmas, but certainly if you were doing a holiday journal, particularly for somebody who's going to the Caribbean. There's also a book of 6x6 papers, 48 sheets aquarelle, which says to me that they're probably sort of watercolour-y type images.
That tropical one would also be nice for a travel journal.
It would be very nice for a travel journal, the tropical one, you're right. There's some cards wishing you Christmas, joyful Christmas, peace and happiness. Some embossed cards, loads of those. Some starry ones that have been embossed. So when it comes to Christmas, we're going to be set up. There's some more images, Christmas greetings, traditional robin. Ooh, some more tropical stickers there, 32 stickers, Palm Beach. There's a mistletoe moments, which is stamps inside, photopolymer stamps. Obviously 3 stamps by the looks of it, and you create those images. That looks like it's never been opened at all. There's another one there, festive holly, stamps inside, 3-piece. Create them images there. This is the box that keeps on giving. Winter pine, again 3 stamps, create them images there. There's a pack of wooden buttons. Which I would say aren't particularly festive. There's also this one, which is a festive family Christmas 8x8 paper pad. 48 150 gram double-sided patterned papers.
Festive family. Look that festive to me. Well, it looks festive, but families are all.
There is Craft Creations, Christmas Visit, die cut 3D decoupage, that one. So again, if you know somebody that likes the classic cars, that's the perfect one for that. And we've got this, which is die cuts of baubles. And just in case there's not enough in there, we have these fabrications, which is the little label there, some sentiments and various bits. So all that little lot in a 12 by 12 plastic storage box cost me all of the grand sum of £10. Again, more folded money that disappears as soon as it's sunlight. But just in case you thought I'd lost leave of my senses, it didn't come alone again. It came with this nice folder. And this nice folder actually says on the side, Anne Griffin Signature Stamp Series 18th Century Garden. So, and if we open it up, we find that there is loads and loads of stamps, all of a floral nature. That's one there. There's this one here. Again, I think probably rarely if ever been used. You can probably see on that one there, that's slightly different colour, so I'm guessing that one may have been. Oh, actually, maybe not. Maybe it's just been taken off and turned round, but perhaps that's one that's been used. But look at that lovely rose stamp there. Chrysanthemums, water cans, butterflies. I can't say as I've ever actually came across Anne Griffin, but she obviously makes very nice stamps. There's a very nice one there that says Dutch tapestry, reliable sateen and French brocade. Birds dwelling in possibility. Dwell in possibility, that one there says. Lost the ability to read.
I like those ones, the little ones.
The little ones with the writing on.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'd imagine you need quite a good ink pad to get the most out of that amount of detail. Versamark ones, probably. So those 4 sheets of, I don't know how many stamps there are in there, over 100 I would think. And that actually came with the 12 by 12 boxes of papers, so within the same £10. So it comes with £10 for that and all the papers that are in that box. And I do believe that's probably about me done for now. So thank you for joining me. Glitter. Somebody's been glittering. I shall be on tomorrow at about 3 o'clock UK time to have a quick run through basic coffee staining.
Well, and a bit more.
Well, basic and beyond, shall we say. So most of you probably know how to do coffee staining and whatever, but we like to keep it for the beginners. And if you never do and you hear people talk about coffee staining, you may not be familiar. So join me. I shall look forward to it. Now I'm going for a coffee and relax and stay out the sun. So stay safe, and I'll see you all again soon. Bye.